So yeah, if you have to hop off whenever you need to hop off, that's cool. All right, but thank you for being here with us. I'm super excited to have you here. And like I said, we are very much so about accountability and about, you guys reaching out. We need to know that, you need help and it's okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thanks for being here.
No problem. I aim to get out of my own way.
That's all. Girl, you should write that down. No, you know what? Here's a funny thing, and this is for everyone. Now that Lee just said that, they taught us this technique when I was in our coaching program, was like to write down a mantra on your mirror in like a dry erase marker. So like for you, you should take that phrase and put it on a mirror that you look into every day. And that is like a constant reminder to yourself about, like we talked about too, like your whys. It's like, I'm going to get out of my own way. And it's like, listen, sometimes we got to remind ourselves about that. But I think that is a great like motto for you right now. So find a mirror that you look in every day and write that on the mirror. And that goes for all of you. If you feel like there is like some powerful motto or phrase that will empower you every day, write it on a mirror in a dry erase board and like own that ish every day. Okay, so that goes for all of you. So thank you for actually saying that, Lee, and reminding me about that. So thanks for being here. And when you gotta hop, have a good night.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna take it over to Dawn next. Miss Dawn, I don't see you, but I hope you can hear us. So welcome. Tell us why you're here and tell us what some challenges are that you may be having.
Can you give me like 5 minutes? Because I'm almost home. I'm in the car.
Not a problem. I'm going to put you back on mute, and then you give me a signal and let me know when you're ready. All right?
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to go over to Rachel. Is that you? Hello? I don't know where.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi. There you are. We can't see you either, but welcome.
Hi. Yeah, no, happy to be here.
Introduce yourself to the group, why you're here, and what some challenges may be that you may be having.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rachel. I joined Easy last January, and I've had some success, and I'm very happy with it. But I'm slowly slipping down the slope, and I want to make sure that I don't fall all the way down the mountain. So, I'm here to kind of reinvigorate myself and get over the next kind of hump of where I need to be. I have 3 kids that keep me busy. I work a full-time job. So I'm really good during the day, and then the nighttime just sneaks up on me, and before I know it, I've had a few of this and a few of that and a handful of this and a handful of that, and then I'm like, I just undid everything good for the day. So I think I need to kind of just I've done, I think, 4 or 5 challenges with the gym since I started, but I'm here just to really fine tune what's really right for me. And hopefully just to have that closer knit group, I think, to help me through.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, it's what you're definitely going to learn in this group is definitely like just how to eat for a lifestyle and not how to eat for like a challenge. And almost everyone that's already been here for a while, like they know I'm like, this isn't a challenge. Like we're teaching you how to like set yourself up for a lifestyle. That way you don't feel like you're constantly on an up and down battle with yourself, and like, gaining weight and then losing it and then gaining and losing. So you're in the right place. So like I said, lean on the group. We're all here for you. And I'm glad that you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for getting on tonight too.
Sure.
All right, we're going to take it over to Tara. Is that Klein?
Yes.
Awesome. Hi, Tara. That's an entrance.
It's my computer.
Girl, how are you? Welcome.
Good.
And why you here and what are some of your challenges?
So why I'm here, I guess, kind of echoing what other people have said. I think I've done things that worked, but I couldn't sustain, and I've done things that didn't work. So I'm just trying to find something I think that's both of those things that kind of helps change my body a little bit, but also something that I can do every day and not feel guilty about. The challenges I think have been good for me, but they're short-lived and I tend to just kind of fall back into it. And then my biggest challenges are definitely, I have a pretty inconsistent schedule. I work from home, which, means I can eat whenever I want. And I travel a lot. So I think those two things, like when I'm home, I have a certain way of prepping and eating. And then when I'm traveling, I have a different way of prepping and eating, and it's not always consistent. So I'm really trying to kind of focus on, just getting information to make better choices in both situations.
Awesome. I hope you've already talked to Francie, because
Yes.
she is your mirror 100%.
Yes, I did. We spoke and she was very helpful, and definitely will be leaning on her to,
I mean, literally, you guys are like the same. She works from home and then she travels. So it's like, you guys are mirrors. Good. So that's why this group is good too, because you'll always, like, you're gonna find people that are going through the same things, that have been through it, have figured it out, and they're here to support you at the same time. So that's fantastic, actually. So and thank you for you left already for your trip?
No, tomorrow. I fly
tomorrow. Okay. I was like, dang, girl, thanks for joining us. Like, and you're not even here. So
no, tomorrow.
All right. Awesome, girl. Well, thank you for getting on the
Thank
call.
you.
I appreciate it. And we're gonna go over to, let's see if she's here. Indri, are you there?
Hi.
Hi. Welcome.
Hello.
Introduce
Thank
yourself
you.
to the group, why you're here, what some of your challenges are.
My name is Indre. I'm here to learn how maintain myself, how not to go to challenges and then starve myself, work my ass off, and not, quit all the things I do normally and what I like, and just like not, like not eat, not do, like just be miserable, hangry all the time. My husband hates me, it's awful. So, and I reached a point where I like to be, but then it's like it's just going through like such a hard time. I just want to be living normal life, to learn how to maintain my body, and not to go through that anymore, because I eat or I have to starve to lose weight. I just need to learn the right ways.
And that's so just hitting on what you said. And first of all, you're definitely not going to be starving in this program. You're going to eat more than you've ever eaten in your entire life. But the thing is too, is that when you start eating this way, and I'm sure some of them that have been in the program, you can ask Megan, like, once you realize how you have to eat and how you see the changes, that then like goes into your mindset, and you realize like, this is what I have to do. And you don't have to give up all the bad things, but it's about finding the balance, right? Being able to enjoy something that you like to eat, right? Having it maybe once a week, and then getting back on track. So it's like, you do what you have to do, but these are all things that go back to mindset. It's like, if I chose to like really eat like crap and then my body starts to change, I have to change my mindset first. Like, this is what I choose to do for myself, because I'm seeing I'm seeing in the mirror what I'm happy with. So, you are definitely not going to be starving. So Mike won't hate you for that. So you will be.
It's not like even starving. It's just a thing. I've been eating pretty good. I kind of give up carbs, like bread, like man-made carb, like the bread, the pasta. Anything that has white flour, it's like not a big deal for me. I find a substitute. I mean, clean. I don't know what I'm not doing right. I'm trying not to eat up this as well, but still,
you're probably just not.
My gut is
protein. So don't worry, we're gonna work on that.
Yeah, that's what I need, because I've been trying everything and I need help. So that's why I'm here.
We got you, girl. Don't you worry. And then you got people that are gonna keep you on track. So that's important too.
Yes, I can't wait.
All right, awesome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And thank you for getting on tonight. I know you guys, if you got to hop for work, let me know, okay?
Yeah, I got to set up the Discord. I don't know what's going on yet. I'm crazy.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So that's it. So everyone else has been here for a while. So we're going to get into, who is that? Good? Okay. We're going to get into everyone else that's already been here. So we're going to go into some celebrations. I'm going to go over to Michelle Martel. Welcome back, girl. Thank you for your husband driving like a maniac and getting getting here for the call. So what are you celebrating? I feel like I haven't seen your face in forever.
I know. I have 3 quick celebrations.
Awesome.
The first one is, and only one's fitness related. So we're trying to knock off all 50 states. So we did our 32nd state this weekend. So that's exciting.
That's awesome.
I walked in the door 45 minutes ago, already have a load of laundry on, and I'm on the call. So that's celebration number 2.
Yeah.
And then the third one, which is the biggest one for me, is today we went tubing, and for 3 hours, I went up and down that mountain every single time with my kids and did not stop and have to take a break and sit and relax, to catch my breath. It was fine. I was able to do it the whole time with them. So it was a lot of fun. And then I accidentally knocked the kid down, but he should have got out of my way, is all I'm saying. You don't stand at the bottom of the tubing hill. You move. So yeah, so that's it.
That's fantastic. That's awesome, girl. Like, that's just like a testament to how great you're doing with like being at easy and eating better and feeling better. It's like when we don't put the right things in our body, we just feel like crap. And whether you go to the gym 5 days a week or not, like you can't do it. You still don't feel good. So that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. So yes, that was fun.
Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. Yay. Thank you for sharing, and I'm glad you're back on the call.
Yes.
Any challenges lately that you've been struggling with, or?
Just staying, like I started doing so well that I kind of started getting a little bit off track. So I just got to make sure I get my proteins in and, stay away from the garbage. I'm not doing bad, but I stopped kind of losing. So I just have to be a little more, hey, eat more turkey and cucumbers and stay away from the carbs. So it's fine.
Well, just remember, the carbs are not the bad thing. Just eat the right carbs. Okay?
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Good. Thanks for coming back on the call. Yay. All right, we're going to take it over to Maddie. Maddie, what are you celebrating, my dear? Girl.
Celebrating that I'm on day 3 of day 4 with my weekend. So that's exciting.
That's not, no. Time out. That's not what you're celebrating.
What do you mean that's not what I'm celebrating? I have a long weekend.
Friday. Did you not do an in-body?
Oh, well. Yeah.
Come on now.
I wasn't celebrating that.
Girl. Stop it. Let's go.
That's going to be part of my challenge, actually.
Celebrate, and then we'll face the challenge. Let's go.
All right. So I did my in-body. I was down almost 10 pounds, which I'm happy about that. I'm not happy about that. However, my muscle pretty much stayed the same, and my fat loss was 1%, something around that. If I can remember off the top of my head. So I was just kind of like super happy that I lost 10 pounds, but really confused because I just didn't really know where it came from if I didn't gain muscle and didn't lose fat.
Well, you've changed the way you're eating. So you and I will go over call separately. And I want to evaluate like what you're eating, and maybe we'll change some things. I'm going to look at your carb intake too. But, nutrition can be as simple as you want to make it, but it can be as complicated as you want to make it. And then it also has to depend. Everybody's different, right? So you're different than me. I'm different than Ed's body. Everyone's body is different. So like some people are naturally thin, have a hard time putting muscle on. Sometimes some people's bodies have an easy time putting muscle on. For me, I put on muscle super easy. So I'm going to gain that faster than somebody else necessarily will. And then it has to do with, it can have to do with protein intake, and it has to do with like your carb intake. Like these are things that once we get on track with eating better, then sometimes we just have to tinker a little bit and figure out like, do we need to take some carbs away? Do we need to add some carbs? Like, do we need to add this in? Do we need to take it away? So 10 pounds is still 10 pounds. Like that's a huge win, right? So you and I will take a look at exactly what you're doing and see how we want to play around with it. And then we'll just move forward. But that 10 pounds is a big deal. That is a very big deal. So don't pretend like that's not something worth celebrating, and still losing body fat. And, sleep also has to do with changes in the body, water intake, stress levels. Like there's a lot, but you're still doing fantastic because you're still eating better than you were before. So
Yeah.
it's definitely not the time to get discouraged. It's just a time to like, let's evaluate things. And that is awesome.
I think it was like kind of discouraging and like just so many people did well, and it's like I'm happy for them,
Listen,
but I don't want to be able to be like, look at mine, and I did not want to post mine at all.
listen, when you started the program with me, what did I tell you first thing is that this is not the challenge. You did
I know, and that's
did the
I had to keep
challenge
on
diet
myself,
for a
and
week.
I had like a conversation with Ed about that, and just really working on making sure I'm doing this for the long run. It's not the 6 weeks. So, like, yeah, I started because of the challenge, but it's really not the
and,
challenge.
and that's a big thing is you cannot compare yourself to anybody else.
Mhm.
You are 10 pounds lighter than you were before. That's amazing. And that's the only person you should be comparing yourself to, not anybody else that are posting these things, because let's be honest, half of those people that have posted these results are going to be in the next challenge because they're like, oh my God, I fell off and I'm doing like shit and blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
So you can't even look at that. I should have just told you to take yourself out of the page so you don't even see these. So don't compare yourself to those people. Absolutely not. Because if I can tell you how many times I saw the same people posting the same shit, you would, so
Mhm.
don't.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for sharing. And you should. Let's all clap for Maddie and her 10 pounds. Thank you very much. Awesome job, girl. Excellent. All right. We're going to take it over to Michelle Holsart. Hi, Miss. I'm about to do a burpee.
I was getting ready to scream in the middle of that class. At least I got to the floor. It's not looking good yet, but we're good.
That's okay. What are you celebrating? Almost doing a burpee?
Just basically trying to stay consistent, I think. There wasn't anything like huge this week for me. A little nervous to do that in-body thing, just like the others were saying. I'm afraid I'm going to see something in there that's going to be disappointing after, really working hard and that sort of thing. But just like you said, it's you just got to look at yourself and your individual situation and all that sort of thing. But I think, it's just mostly just trying to stay consistent.
I think you've been doing amazing. I also think that when you step on the in-body, because I see you from the outside, you're going to be like, wow. And you don't even realize like how much that you have changed in the 6 weeks. And that's why I like the in-body. But again, seeing you from outside and seeing how hard you're working every day. And I know that you're eating more food, which is you're far ways away from what you were doing in the beginning, which was like barely eating. And
Right.
that's in you. So I'm proud of you for everything that you're doing. And, everything else that, with your kids in your life and your schedule and everything else, you're doing amazing. So I'm really proud of you because you're showing up.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying really hard. I just wish I could see like more of a difference, I guess, to like for me. Like I know other people probably see it, but I don't really see it.
We are our own worst critics, and you're never gonna see how much you change compared to the way other people are looking at you. And like we keep saying, this is the consistency is the key into seeing the best results. And this, sadly, it's not overnight. Like you're here mainly to build these habits that get instilled in you, because I want these things to continue with you as you continue to go. Again, it's not a challenge. It's not just 6 weeks. Like I want you guys to live and breathe this. So it's almost 6 weeks for you, but like we literally have a lifetime to go. You understand what I'm saying? So don't feel so frustrated with yourself, because it is only almost just 6 weeks, right? And you've only starting to eat better for 6 weeks. So, don't expect it to just blink and be gone. Like, all of us have to keep working. And that's it. Right?
I know.
Trust me. You look good, girl. When you step in the in-body, you're going to be like, yeah. So don't you fret, okay?
Thanks.
All right, we're going to take it over to, who else we got over here? Ada. Hi, how you doing? Hi.
Really? My turn already? Oh,
yeah, you haven't been on in a while, so you're going to go.
Okay, fine. I'm here. Let's celebrate that, no?
Let's go.
Hi guys. So I guess this is our last Zoom call, right?
For some of you, yes.
Yes. All right. So hopefully not, because I'm gonna be back. So I'm super excited, guys. I don't even know how to start, but I'm gonna say good job to Maddie. So you did good, and you should be proud, because first of all, 10 pounds is a lot. And I know I want to be back to the InBody. I know Sherry's going to kill me. But I actually, those 10 pounds that you lost, I gained it. So, yeah.
What do you feel like you've gotten from this program?
Sorry.
I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna come back to you. Don't you worry. All right, we're gonna take it over to Lydia. So we're gonna go to the people that this is probably like some of them it's their last call. So we're gonna celebrate some victories, and I want you guys to tell me what you guys got out of the program. So Lydia, you're up.
Okay. So I went to the wedding on Friday in my outfits, which I posted. So thank you for all the compliments. It's still very hard to look at that picture. It's like not me. It's like some other person with my head on. But yeah, that's really my sister not forced me. She pushed me to go outside my comfort zone to try that on, and I couldn't. It was just, I don't know. It's very flattering outfit.
And you owned it. So
thank you. Well, if I get to go to the Easies, maybe I'll wear it again.
I'll have to make sure we work on that, because we'll wear that again.
I'm on the waiting list, so.
All right. I'll listen. I might have a hand in that, you know.
And then I did my InBody this morning. I still have,
Don't you dare.
No, I did incredibly good.
Amazing.
That machine I still think is broken.
Stop it. Just tell them how good you did. My God, woman, come on.
But I really have to say that I've been really trying really hard to stick with the macros and push the weights. So, even this past week, like my butt was still hurting from Monday's class on Thursday. So, but anyway, so I did lose about just shy of 5% body fat. And then, and I gained, and I don't really understand this, but it says I gained almost 5% skeletal muscle mass. I don't know if that means like actual muscles or.
I think it's just pounds.
Oh, well, yes, sorry, 5 pounds. Yes, 5 pounds of skeletal muscle mass.
5 pounds of muscle.
And yes, and I did gain 2 pounds overall, but I don't like that. That didn't bother me at all
because it was muscle.
Yes. So yeah.
And you dropped body fat.
Yes, the body fat. Yes, the body fat and even the visceral fat number I dropped.
Yeah. So,
which is really what I'm more concerned about is just the body fat part. So, the muscle part. I don't want to be like, I don't know, like skinny, lanky. Like I don't want either.
Honestly, when I see you at the gym and you have your shirt on, like, I had told you multiple times, I could tell the difference in you. But when you posted that picture in the jumpsuit, I was like, oh my God. I was like, this lady is hot. I'm like, your arms, like everything. I'm like, shit, there's like some shoulders and everything. Amazing. And like we were talking earlier, I was like, you got to just receive that stuff, girl. Like, because sometimes and I know you told me the reason why. And again, we are our own, worst enemies and critics. And sometimes it's hard to get past that mental thing where you're like, this is really me. But like you did the work, remember we had that talk after you did the last one, you were like, nothing's happening. And then, and then you started eating more and like, look what happened? That's
Yeah.
like, you did it. That's it.
Yes. So, but now I can't stop, right? I have to keep going.
Of
So,
course. But do you feel like the way that you're eating now that you've been doing it, like, do you feel like it's sustainable? And like, now that you've like seen the results, you're like, I can't stop now.
yeah. Oh no, most definitely. Cause I was not, I don't think before I wasn't really, a junk food eater. Like, I don't know. I cook a lot. So it's always a lot of, homemade foods, but maybe I just wasn't eating in the right proportions. Like I wasn't worried about macros or anything before. So, maybe I wasn't getting enough. Well, clearly I think I wasn't getting enough protein. So I think that's definitely has helped. And although I have to say that this week, I was really tired a lot, but I don't know if it was just, not just pushing myself extra or maybe not getting enough sleep. But I mean, like even Saturday, like I took like a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day, which is not normal for me, but I don't know. But then today I feel fine. Today is like a normal day.
Every day is different. And
So,
honestly,
yeah.
when I used to be prepping for my shows and like really lifting super heavy, like 6 days a week, every like 6-8 weeks or so, I do like a little bit of a deload week and like cut my weight back a little bit. So yeah, I mean, like the working out is hard, and the workouts at easy are hard, and sometimes they'll catch up to you, and sometimes you feel great. So, every day is different, but I'm glad that you napped, and and just even with the eating and everything else, it's about listening to your body and doing what you need to do. So
Yeah. But this definitely, I mean, I like this so much more than the challenges that we've done in the past. The 6 weeks, and then, I don't know, and then it's like, okay, we just go back to normal, right? But the normal is what gets us in trouble. So I think this is now, since this is the new correct normal, you can just keep going. And so it's been good.
awesome. I'm proud of you. You did amazing. Seriously.
Thank you.
I knew you were like a little worried those 6 weeks in, and I was just like, let's do it, So and I thank you for being honest with me, because that was the only way for me to, be able to like change some stuff, and it clearly helped. So you did amazing. So you get all the credit. So fantastic job. Seriously.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Thank everybody for these calls. These calls are great. Then the Facebook support is great. So, we're definitely, again, different than the challenge. I think in the challenge, you're just kind of on your own, just kind of sometimes floating around there. So this has been good.
Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm glad you were here.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take it over to Megan Hughes. What's up, girl?
Hi. How are you guys? So I guess this week I'm celebrating. I finished like my medic research, so I'm good for 2 years. I just got to find another job, but at least I have my cert, so that's good.
Congrats. So what do you feel like you have? Well, I mean, I could probably speak for you, but I don't want to speak for you. So what do you feel like you've gotten out of the program?
I really enjoyed the past couple of weeks we were here. I got back into, I learned how to cook, which is the first thing, because I couldn't even cook. Yes. And I got back into eating right, eating enough, and I just felt really good. I had so much energy and everything was great. Past couple of weeks have been hard because my schedule got really messed up, but it's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. Just, pick up where I left off. So Ada, don't be sad if you gained a couple pounds, because I did too, and I just start again tomorrow. No big deal.
That's it. Like, I think that's a big part of it too. It's like a lot of us feel like if we fall off, it's like, but it's just about like it's about the mindset and switching it back on. And it's like, well, we know that we don't want to like fall back to the reverse way, so we just get back into it, right? And that's it. So your schedule got in your way because you were working on a goal that you wanted for your profession. But you know what? You did it. You can check that goal off your list now, and now you just get back on track. And like, it was so funny. I was saying to Ed this morning, I was like, man, I'm super proud of Megan. I was like, she's freaking cooking. I said, because I remember when I was in your spot and I didn't cook for myself either. I forced myself to cook because I was prepping for shows, and I knew if I didn't cook for myself, what was I going to do? So like I had to, and now I have that skill to like do it when I need to. Know when Ed like starts working for the season, I'm gonna be making the food, but at least I know how. So like for me, that's a big thing. So it's sometimes it's non-scale victories, and the fact that you know how to cook now is a huge thing. So that's awesome. So I'm glad you were here with us, and we'll always be here for you. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Good job, everyone.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna take it over to Cassie. Hi, Cassie. It's nice to see your face.
Hello. How are you guys?
Good. What are you celebrating?
So I had a really rough week. This was the first week in the program that my RA flared up really badly, and I'm 7 days out from my half marathon. So I think I internalized it as I was making myself so anxious. So I didn't eat great, which is not what you're supposed to do, but I did take a lot of time to reflect on how I've been doing. So my celebration is that on October 25th, when I did my first race, I did 2.24 miles in 34 minutes. And on Tuesday, I did 3.1 miles in 32 minutes. So I have dramatically increased my running distance, and now I just still need to work on not being so hard on myself when things are out of my control, like a flare up, because I let it really get to me. Then I had some wine to like relax, and then I did it again. So I kind of like caught myself going in a downward spiral, and I just need to bring myself back. So yeah, so I'm celebrating that I've come a long way. I've done 9 miles twice, and I just have to get through the race next Sunday.
Well, first we're yay.
Yeah.
And then number 2, we're going to change your language, because when you get through that race, you are going to get through that race. You're going to crush that race. You're going to feel amazing afterwards because that was your goal and you finished it. All right. And we can talk to Ed all day about and Danielle made her do it last night too, visualizing yourself after the race, how you're going to feel, what it's going to look like. Like these are the things that you need to focus on. So when you complete that half marathon, right? So, we talked the other day too when you came in, and, I love you because you're so like, you're just like, you're kind of like me, like you're very emotional. Like you guys don't see a lot of that stuff, but I'm like, I can seriously like probably cry at the drop of a dime. I'm a very emotional person. So I get it. And it's hard, but I love that you're self-reflecting and you're looking at the positives and not the negatives. And, we all get stuck sometimes and stuff, and you're dealing with different health issues than some of us are. So it's not necessarily something we all understand, and it's a hard thing to deal with, but you're doing so much more amazing than you realize you are. So, I really, really, really want you to like,
I know. I really wanted to see that change on the scale, I think just for vanity reasons. And now that I feel a lot better, I also looked through my calendar and realized that we had, in the last 90 days, we had 17 parties, 3 vacations, and I had 6 nights away from home for work. So that alone, I feel like even though my weight hasn't changed, my endurance has changed so much. And the fact that I stuck with the half marathon training, I feel like I should just not that I don't care about the number on the scale, but it's not as important right now. So yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. And what do you feel like you did get out of the program?
I think the accountability was really helpful, and I think it kept me on track because it really helped me get organized. Like I know how to eat for the most part, and didn't hit my protein markers the way I had hoped to, but I did find a way to add fat into my diet, which was really hard for me, adding any kind of fat. And now I just feel so much better. So I feel like the accountability in it made me so organized. I like wrote down every month when my race was, when I needed to check in with you, when my meeting was, and then I took some great notes. So it's really helped me be more organized and reflect back on those notes that I took.
That's
So.
really good. Like taking notes too is actually important because, like, I know my life is so crazy. Like, I'll forget what happened yesterday. So that's actually super smart of you because I never thought to do that. But that's awesome, and I'm just proud of you. And I'm looking forward to you getting back to easy and just still like coaching me through stuff. So I'm glad you were here, Cass.
Thanks.
And you still have to do your InBody when you get back.
Yeah, I will. I wrote it on the calendar for the 2nd.
And it's on when? It's on Thursday, Wednesday.
My race is on Sunday.
Sunday, yay! So we'll all be like cheering for you until then. I'm so excited for you. I'll let you talk to Ed and have him do that technique on you for Sunday.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Cass. All right, we're gonna take it. Oh, who else we got here? We'll go to Ed. Ed, hi. What are you celebrating?
I think you should skip me for now and go to Dawn because she's back on and been patiently waiting.
Oh, yes. Okay. Dawn, hi. Yes, I'm sorry. Hi, Dawn. You're back. Hi. And we see your pretty face. Hi. Welcome.
Hello. I was having a little technical difficulty. I'm a little challenged when it comes to computers.
All right. So, why are you here, and what do you find some of your challenges are?
So I've been at Easy Fit for be 4 years in April, and I feel like overall I'm much better at maintaining, bumps in the road, a little slips and whatnot. But so as I had told you, I had surgery in September. I had a hysterectomy, and I also quit smoking then too. And I feel like it's been sliding and sliding, and I just have not been, I've been struggling, and I've been not able to get myself back in that mental state that I feel like I need to be. And so I don't feel very good. I don't feel very energetic. I'm going to the gym, but I'm, not doing what I want to do. And I just overall, I just feel blah. And so I just, and as I told you, I have some neck issues, so I can't even go all crazy like I would like to and all out at the gym, like I like to do. I have to modify a lot of some days. So, and I just feel like as I get older, like I know the nutrition is more important, and getting back in that mindset, which is I haven't been at. So that's what I need.
Well, I mean, congratulations on quitting smoking. That's hard. So good for you, because like that was like the biggest, step that you could have taken for yourself in improving your health. And I know that like once all of that bad stuff is out of your body, like you're gonna feel so much better from that, and then just getting the nutrition back on point, you will feel so much more energized, and you will be able to perform at a pace where you may not have before, or where you have but haven't been lately. The modifications, don't even stress that. Like, you guys are, it's funny, at Easy the workouts are so different than like when I go to lift. So modifications are like that. Don't worry about that. Just, we're gonna get.
I did at first, it was like really stressing me out, and now I don't stress as much about it. I just like, okay, so this is not happening today. All right, I'll do something else. So I just, and so I'm always telling people who are next to me who may not know, like they're looking at me like, what is she doing? I'm like, I'm just doing my own thing. You just don't pay attention to me.
That's all right. We're going to get the nutrition back on point, and you literally won't even care about a modification after that, because that is where the change is going to happen to your body. So don't even worry about it. So thank you for being here. And again, congratulations on quitting smoking. That's one of the hardest things that you could do. So good for you. That's awesome.
Thanks.
And I'm glad that you're here.
Me too.
All right, Ed, I'm actually not going to go back to you because I realized I didn't want to hear from you yet. So I'm going to go to Danielle. Danielle, singer extraordinaire. All right. Happy birthday, you superstar in your singing. First, what are you celebrating? And then tell us what you got out of the program.
I'm just gonna celebrate myself and my mindset, because
Good
my
for
mindset
you,
has
damn
changed
it. You should.
so much. I was so nervous yesterday, but at the same time, it was just like something I felt like I needed to do. So that I'm really glad I did it. And it came out really well. So I'm just gonna celebrate that. Because before I would have been like, oh, I'm too scared. I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to do it. But then, or I also would have been like, well, my body's not the way I want it to be, so I don't want people looking at me and stuff like that. But now it's just like, you know what? I've worked really hard, done a lot of different things, so I'm just gonna do it. Because if I just keep waiting until like a perfect time to do something, then I'm never gonna do it.
Yep.
So that's my celebration. What I got out of the program, I got a lot of things out of the program. One thing that you just mentioned today was writing on the mirror thing. Well, after my breakup at the beginning of January, I had wrote on a piece of paper. I said I want to create something beautiful out of this pain that I was feeling. So I literally like printed it out on a whole bunch of pieces of paper, and I've been writing something on it every day just to like kind of focus on what I really want out of my life and what I want out of this. And it just made me reflect on all the things I've been through throughout my life and just really focusing on, okay, that happened to you. It wasn't okay, but how do we move on and how do we go? What do you envision your life looking like? So that's what I've been focusing on. This program really also helped me like with my eating. I was never a big eater. I was also a very big emotional eater. So it was just like when I felt a certain way, I would reach for a cake and ice cream and all that other stuff. And now it's like I really don't even want it. Like yesterday when I had the cake, I think I had like 2 bites and then I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need the rest of it. I literally I still need to work on the weekends when I'm home. I still don't eat as much as I do during the week when I'm at work, because at work I have a more of a set schedule, so it's easier for me to eat. On the weekends, usually I get like 3 meals. I'm not getting the 5 meals that I should be getting in. So that I'm still working on, but I'm really glad that I didn't do the challenge this time around. You had suggested that we didn't, and I'm really glad that I didn't because I really do sometimes get discouraged about like the 6-week progress. And it's just like when you have so much weight to lose and then it feels like you only lost like 8 pounds, it's like kind of sad. Like you kind of get like, it's kind of discouraging, but I feel like more focusing on the nutrition fact and the program than based on like what I'm losing helps a lot. And I'm going to tell everybody, like, make sure you take pictures, because if you're going based on the scale, like I was stuck at a certain weight for a very long time, but if I kept taking pictures, I could see the difference. And then finally, like that's how my weight always is. It's like I stay stuck for a certain period of time, then I'll drop 10 pounds, and then I'll stay for a certain time, drop 10 pounds. So I just think that taking pictures is very important, and just kind of sticking with the program. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask and get advice or anything like that. And that's what I got out of the program. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed all the support I got from everyone. And I like supporting all of you and seeing everybody else's progress. So, yeah.
You're amazing. And what you did yesterday, I felt like was such a culmination for you of how much you've grown. And it was just such a beautiful thing to watch. That with, your post the other day with your picture, and, even me seeing you all the time too. Like when you posted the difference, I was like, whoa, I was like, holy crap. And so, I mean, it's just like, I feel like you're just doing so good. I'm just so happy for you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I loved being able to watch you sing yesterday and like just watch your spirit shine. So it was awesome.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you were here. And again, we're always going to be here for you because you're just awesome. And thank you for all the support that you gave everybody as well.
No problem. Thank you.
Yay, thank you. All right, we're going to take it over to Taryn. Taryn, hi.
Hi, everyone. So I'm celebrating that I tried something different, and I went to the 5 a.m. class 4 times this week. And I can honestly tell you, I did feel a lot more organized throughout for the rest of my day because I had more time. I was able to eat a little bit more in the morning. Usually, if I go to the 6, I'm rushed a lot more to get to work. So that was good. Had a couple things personally happen this week that kind of made me upset because I tend to internalize things, especially when it comes from, people that I love and care about. But I did reach out to a couple different people, and I'm grateful for the support. I'm grateful for this group. I've learned a lot about myself. I learned what triggers me, and I learned some pointers on how to like be able to put myself first, and I'm still learning how to do that. But I'm just glad that I took the plunge, and I reached out to Sherry and I said, can I be a part of this group? Because the old me would have never have done that, and I would have just suffered by myself. But I'm starting a new me, and thank you for getting me started.
Oh, you're welcome. You're awesome. And, like I said, the group is about nutrition, but it always goes back to mindset, and that has to do with life and everything else with it. And, we're here to help you grow in every avenue because, sometimes we have things that we need to work through, right? So you can't work on nutrition if you have real life stuff going on sometimes. So, I'm glad that we were able to be here for you and to support you and help you to continue growing, and most importantly for you to put yourself first, because you deserve everything good that comes your way. And it's been an awesome journey, being able to see you about to buy your house and hit all these goals that you wanted for yourself personally and everything else. So I'm glad that we've all been able to be a part of that for you, and I'm glad that you've you're blessed. I love it. That's awesome for me to watch too, on top of killing it at the gym as well.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Taryn. All right, we're gonna take it over to Ed super quick, and then we got Francie and Megan, so let's go.
Hi, how are you? So you guys already know my celebration, so just let you know real quick. I did do the challenge, and the only reason I did the challenge was because it was percentage of body fat, percentage of muscle, percentage of weight loss. So I wasn't worried about the weight. When I weighed in and I started the nutrition program, I was up to 26% body fat. And that just, for me, is the highest I've been in a long time. And I noticed it in the way I felt, in my workouts, and my clothes. So when I just weighed in the other day, I was down 10 pounds, which is awesome. But like I said, I actually was more concerned with the other two, and I was down 6% body fat, and I was up 3 pounds of muscle. And I was like a giddy little schoolgirl. I was jumping up and down, and I was so ecstatic. I haven't looked at a scale like that in a long time. That Sherry and I have done this nutrition program with you guys, accountable the whole way. And when we took it seriously and held each other accountable, she's not talking about it as much. And I know she's down some weight, and she's going to do the InBody next week. And I expect that she's going to come on here and tell you guys her results too, because I think she's killing it. And she's the skinniest she's been in a while, because we're really just you guys and us as a whole just hold each other accountable. My clothes fit better. I'm wearing things I haven't worn in a long time. And like Danielle said, I haven't really taken pictures so much. And I was actually joking with Francie because she was brave enough to post her pictures. I'm scared shitless to post mine. I don't know why, because I'm not a shy person. Sherry took pictures of me the other day, and I still haven't posted them. So for me, it's how my clothes feel, how I feel in my own skin. My visceral fat was down to, I think, down to a 7. It was an 11. So I think anything over 10, they say is not so good, but whatever. For me, knowing that is down was very important to me. So yeah, that's it for me. And the other thing was, Sherry mentioned it real quick. I will tell you guys, maybe I'll she'll let me do it. I'll do a motivational tip tomorrow. I'll do a technique for anxiety. So Cassie, and I did it with Danielle for her show last night. It's very, very simple. It's actually, you're like basically hypnotizing yourself. And anxiety is just the fear of something you're afraid of in the future based on something that happened in the past. So it's based on something that actually hasn't even happened. So I'll do that for you guys tomorrow if it works out that way. Other than that, I appreciate you guys so much, because it was because of you guys that I was able to stay accountable and I didn't make excuses, and I actually ate the food. And the times that I actually didn't eat the food, I would feel like shit. So, you know, I know what I need to do. So thank you guys.
So everyone probably knows that I'm not really one to fluff Ed up, because he's a pretty confident person. But you know what, I'm like really proud of him. He did really, really good. And I have to say and be dead honest with you that this is like one time where we both really like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, let's just go get sushi. And he's like, no. And I'm like, no, come on. And he'll cave because I asked. I actually didn't ask this time. We were really, really good, but I'm proud of him. Like, he did not fold. He was so super focused on just like being so good. And I don't want to say that we were like super strict. We were a little more strict than we've ever been, but like we had a conversation about how going forward from here, we will, you know, have our one night, because we would turn our one night into like 3 nights. And like, that's how we got to the point where we were not feeling great about ourselves. So, you know, like, he did amazing. We game planned, and like, we're like, hey, going forward, like, this is what we're going to do. And I think it's important to have a game plan too. Even when you hit some goals, it's important to have a game plan going forward after that too. So, and you really did do amazing. I know I've told you a bunch of times, but I'm super, super proud of you. So thank you for sharing.
I'm so glad this is recorded.
Shut up. All right. We're going to take it over to, we're going to go to Francie next. Francie. What is
Hello,
up,
everybody.
What is up?
So I am celebrating my 6 months of Easy and joining this nutritional program. I officially started August 15th. I had like a Groupon before that. And I like was at the gym 2 to 3 times a week, so I'm pretty sure I was dying every single week. But I started in an extra large tank top and workout pants. And after Shari yelled at me the other week because my shirt was too baggy, I ordered some mediums, and I just had to order some small workout pants.
There you
I
go.
cried while I was doing it, not because I was spending additional money, but I was just so excited. The other thing that I'm really excited about is just like all the support that I've gotten. It was a rough week. Mom fell. And it looks like the disease is progressing a little bit quicker than we had anticipated, which is what we were scared of. But I did have one Dunkin' Donut, and that was it. So I was proud of that. And I told Ed, I said I felt like crap afterwards. So there's that. It was kind of a rough week because I wasn't home. I was in Massachusetts when it happened. But we got her situated. She's doing better. I like came out of the gate swinging at the gym this week because I think I felt really good. And then I got brave enough to post my pictures in our group. And I was like worried that I wasn't going to see a difference between like the nutritional program, because my 6-week body scan, whatever thing, it was not the best. And to see the difference, I was like, I told Shari, I'm like, I don't even care what that thing says tomorrow, because I know I'm doing better. I know I feel better. The challenge for me though, is that I had this gold bathing suit to wear. Yeah, well, now I have to go buy another one, because it is too big. So I went right past the bathing suit.
Fantastic. Oh my God, look at you. I was a little worried. I was like, oh my God, it's good. That's awesome. Oh my God.
So my mom was like, you cannot wear that.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, we don't want you like popping out of places. That's definitely
No, it's my child in the pool.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome, girl. I mean, I'm sorry about Mom, but listen, we can have a separate conversation about that. Actually, like I have some things for you, but yeah. So I also just want to congratulate Francie, because Francie is gonna stay on with us for another 6 months. I think that's important for you. I feel like you've told me why you started the program, and I feel like things may have gone different for you this past 12 weeks with mom and how you were feeling and me, you know, so I'm actually glad that we're going to be able to be here for you, because that's going to be super important. And again, being that this is about mindset too, I think you'll need some emotional support. And so, you know, the emotional support goes beyond the nutrition too. So I'm happy that we're going to be able to be here for you to help you through that. And we got you, girl. So that's it. And congratulations on all your amazing celebrations. Too big.
Thank you. I am so excited to continue with the program.
It's awesome.
So
I'm
excited.
glad you're here. You are. I was telling Ed, I was like, I don't know. I was like, you know, when I was there like the first day Francie walked in, and I just like had this, I just felt very strongly about her, like in such a good way. So I don't know. I'm really glad that you're staying on with us. So that's awesome.
Me too.
Yay. All right. And lastly, we're going to take it over to Megan Bradford, who is also going to stay on for another 6 months. You're going to crush some shit, baby. What are you
Yes.
What are you saying?
So I'm celebrating that I am staying on for 6 more months. I just like thought about it, and I was like, you know what, all the money that like I put towards other things, I could probably reroute some of it and make it work. My oven timer's going off because I'm meal prepping. But for me, like, this program has definitely been, hold on, new oven, gotta figure out the buttons. Off. I'm done. Oh god, that's a lot of smoke. Oh Jesus. I think we're all right. May have burned it. It's fine. Anyway, sorry. So for me, this program has just, besides like physical changes, like there's been so many mental changes and emotional changes. For anyone just starting, I think it took me to like week 6 or week 7 to finally kind of be able to really like figure out my why and figure out why I've had like the yo-yo habits that I've had that I haven't been able to break, why I would like pay money for a challenge, get 2 weeks in, have a bad day, and just walk away from the whole thing. So for me, that was huge. And like, this is just the best I've felt in a long time. Like, after having Marley, like, don't get me wrong, being a mom is like the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I love that child.
Me too. I love her too.
You like definitely go through like an identity crisis almost, because all of a sudden you're just gear switched and you're taking care of this child nonstop, and everything you do is for her. And I love it, but at the same time, like, I kind of felt like I started to feel uncomfortable in my own skin, and I was like, this is so weird. And it wasn't the post baby body, like, it was totally a mental and emotional thing. And this is the first time that, like, I don't know, like, I've committed to something for myself, and it's something that I can fit into my lifestyle. And so I don't feel like I'm taking time away from my family or from doing things that I should as a mom. Like, it's just becoming what I do every day, and it's created such a change. And I got a ton of my confidence back that I started to lose, and I just feel better, and I just want to see what happens after 6 more months.
And I think, I think that's so important too. Like, like Taryn was saying, like, she's just going to like reclaim herself. And I think it is important, especially, no offense, Ed, but like as women, like it's hard, like I feel like we're like powerhouses, and we have to really like focus on being strong women mentally, emotionally, physically, right? Because I don't have kids, but damn it, like I gotta take care of dogs, I gotta take care of Ed, and like we need to be able to feel good about ourselves too, right? To be able to like function on a daily basis. So it's important to have our own identity outside of what we do every day or the other roles that we may have in our lives as wives, mothers, whatever. Like, we need to have an identity that's our own, and it's important to take care of that person. Not only that, but like what you're doing for yourself, Megan, is setting an example for Marley. Like, what did you tell me yesterday? oh, you know, Marley's eating what I'm eating, right? So
Yep.
you're setting an example at such a young age for her about what being like a strong, powerful woman looks like. So like I'm like afraid for the world when Marley gets older because like
Me
watching,
too.
you
She's
know,
got an attitude anyway.
but it's great because like she gets it from her mama. I hate to be cliche, but she gets it from her mama, and that's why it's important that you do what you're doing for yourself, because you're setting an example for her. And you know, all of you other ladies are doing that for, you know, for your kids too. It's like they're looking up to you, so like we need to be strong for our kids, for our family, for everything else. So you all deserve to feel and look amazing. So I'm just super excited for you. And you know, we've also had a kinship from like day one. So I love watching. I just love watching your transformation, and I can't wait to continue watching your transformation.
No, I knew we were going to be friends when I was your like one of first days and I was pregnant, and you just like pulled the bench over and was like, you could do push-ups, just prop yourself up so your stomach doesn't hit the ground. And I was like, okay, lady, we could do this.
But yeah, I mean, I've literally watched you through like an entire journey, and it's I've loved watching you evolve like through all these like different stages. And like I said, like you're pretty amazing. So I just can't, like, maybe we just like putting you in a show next.
You might be able to. Do I have to wear the heels though? I'm a little clumsy.
I have them. I'll just teach you how to walk around in them. It's fine. But
Fair
awesome. So thank you for celebrating. And I know this call went a little long today, but we have some new faces, so we went through the protocols. So I just thank you guys for getting on tonight. Everyone, if you need me, reach out. I love you all. Have a great night. And I'll see you all.
You know I will.